Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here on YOUCANIC we have a 2018 Kia Soul, and on this Kia Soul we're going to go over how you would be able to replace your master switch here. This is actually two components. One is the window and the door locks, and then the other one is the component for the electric mirrors to move them side to side and up and down, right? And so there's two different components here. So there's a bunch of screws on the back to undo. I mean, if you have small screws and like kind of wobbly ones, which I don't have screwdrivers like that, you can potentially get the screws out without taking this whole component out of here. But I'm going to show you how to do it from the way I have figured it out. So to start with, we've got this cover up here, because when we go to pop this out and raise it up, we're going to want this out of the way. And this, you'll just use your good pry tool, get in there, and then we just pop that cover off. Same thing here, we've got our little hook tool or a small screwdriver, where we're going to get in behind there to remove this cover plate as well as the one that is in the bottom. We got two P2 screws to remove, one that's in the door handle piece itself, and the one that is down here. There you go. Now once those are removed, we now work our way around, popping all the clips that hold on the door, and we're able to pull the door away and pull it up to get it to remove. Once we get it popped up, there's going to be some connections to undo on the back, being electrical and the wires that come in here. Start right down here in the middle. There is an indent where you can get your prying tool in there and be able to work your way around. So I'm just trying to unhook the electric to the door, and that's how we get that undone. So there's this little piece here that connects into here. You just have a little tab you pull, you unhook there. Two electric connections that are right here, and once you've removed those by pressing the tab, then you're able to pull away and remove your whole door panel, and we have access to everything behind here. Once it's flipped over here, you're going to see a bunch of screws. I'm going to start with this screw and work our way around and do quite a few, and then see when we can pop this out. You may, I mean, this is stuck right here like this, so you may just pull that up a little bit. It's just kind of hot glued right there, and so you can hot glue it back down. But we're going to undo these screws, which are just a regular P2. And we're going to start with that to be able to pop this piece out on the top, to then be able to take these small screws out to be able to remove the components. Okay, so with those screws removed, we should be able to just kind of pop this down. And you're able to pull this whole component out. And now you can undo these 4 screws here to pop this portion of it off, which is your door lock and your windows. And then there's another 2 screws, or just one more screw that holds in this switch right here. And these are of a P1. There we go. And then you just remove that to be able to replace this. You would get a new one and reinstall. But if you're replacing this one because your mirrors aren't working and you've done all the other tests and it comes to this, you'll need to remove those two screws and this screw here to be able to pop that one out. And then you've popped that one out and you'll be able to just put them back in together in the reverse order by putting the small one in first and then tightening the screw. And then you need a new one of these. A lot of reasons why is like these rockers here, they'll wear out and then they'll just kind of pop off and they wear out here, and that's why you would be putting a new one of these in. Or the electrics inside have worn out and they won't make connection with your window motor and things like that. All right, so that's how you would, remove the 4 screws and the 5th screw to replace these components. Then when you've done that, then you need to slip this back in and refasten all these screws here. Okay, so we've retightened all the screws. You'll want to re-tack this on before you attach it back to the car. So to start with, we have this that we're going to need to hook up, as well as these 2 electric lines. And then we can raise up the door to put it on. So we'll take this, and this is just as simple as pressing it in there and snapping that into place. Double check that. Functions seem to work. And then we have this electric connector, the one to hook up to the master, and then the other one that hooks up for the mirror adjustment. Okay, those are hooked up. Now you'll just bring this up more at an angle, press it into the whatever you call this, press this into the weather stripping, and then just snap, work your way around, pressing all of the clips in, snapping those into place. We have the one Phillips screw to put down in here and put the cover back on, one Phillips screw here, and put that cover back on. And we just put that little cover piece back in there. Then we line this up, press it in, it snaps into place. And the last piece you have on putting on this interior door panel is that you will line this up and snap that into place. So thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.